Mentorship is another form of human relationship. We don't marry the same people, we're not even friends with the same people. And this story goes for your mentor. Once I was tasked with a company-wide change management initiative of raising project managers' profile. The initiative was a massive success, but it could have been an epic fail if I didn't have a mentor. My mentor was my sounding board, devil's advocate, relationship coach, business psychologist, friend. A term mentor and coach are often used interchangeably, but they actually mean two different things. A coach helps an employee with a specific short-term goal of gaining a specific skill over a short period of time. For example, I can coach a project manager how to run a kickoff call. Now, a mentor assists an individual as he or she takes on personal responsibility of achieving a long-term goal which requires a set of skills. An example would be assisting a project manager in becoming a better communicator and have the ability of running the kickoff calls and engaging with different groups of the e-discovery project, such as technical experts and clients and opposing counsel. Now, I'm going to tell you about my experience of working with a mentor, which is rather personal, but like I said at the beginning of the video, mentorship is a form of human relationship, and we need to find our match. There are two schools of thought of how to roll out a company-wide change management initiative. Once the need is identified and the change manager assigned, the presentation is made to the executive panel for decision making and deciding on the timing. That would be a common denominator in both scenarios. However, the difference is in scenario number one, this is where it stops. The change management schedule is designed, but it is never presented to the team, and instead the changes are slowly introduced to the greater team, and a year or 3 years later, the teams that were affected by the change look back and realize how far they've come. Now, the second way is the way that I worked with my mentor within my company, is that after the presentation was approved by the executives and the change management schedule was designed, I had to do a presentation to the greater team, to everyone who was affected by this change. Now, my mentor suggested that we will invest 3 hours as opposed to 1 hour where the presentation was in front of the executives. And by some reason we had to do it 2 times. I was very surprised by the investment of time, but my mentor was a trained change management consultant, a good businessman, and also had experience working with this company before. The reason why he wanted to spend so much time with the team is because we wanted to make the plan bulletproof and needed absolutely everyone's buy-in. And how do you do it? By allowing the team members to participate in the decision making and demonstrating to them that their opinion matters. And let me tell you, once we allowed the team members to speak, some of them spoke for a long time. And even though I was aware of some of the issues that I will encounter, I did not even think about some of the things that they were afraid of. As a result, we were working as a group and one-on-one. And my mentor didn't have to do any of those meetings, but he was available to me for personal, professional, or business consultation to allow me to find my voice when I'm talking to my team. Interesting fact, the same mentor worked with other directors in the company, yet he didn't have the same results. Just like when you're building friendship or in a marriage, everyone finds their own rhythm. And after my mentor became my friend, he shared that it was very interesting to observe the difference of ambition and dedication from different people in the same position. What can I say? I found my match. Reach out to us then. Maybe we're your perfect match and we can help you steer your difficult conversations with various teams with regards to short-term, immediate goals, or maybe long-term strategy for your e-discovery needs.